In a world of shiny helmets, spandex jumpsuits, and strange monsters, these heroes force feed you a bowl of awesome that is the Tokudon Podcast. Join Carl and Rob as they haphazardly welcome you to the exciting genre of Tokusatsu. Now, open wide.
We're live.
Surprise live. Surprise
hi,
live.
Guys.
Cat invasion. Surprise live.
Thank you. Sorry. Hi guys.
What's going
I
on,
got invaded.
guys? How we doing? How we feeling?
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad she got him because watch him be back in like another 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Try it again.
Just the whole shelf is going over this time. That's all.
I'm worried now.
It's fine.
For those who know,
I make sure the Rugrats aren't in here every time I close that door because I know what
I
it will
can't.
be.
I can't see that I close the door and immediately see he's already back. But if I close the door, then all you're gonna hear throughout this whole thing is them scratching at the bottom of it or meowing to get in.
Yep.
It's just they're relentless.
It's fine.
They're relentless.
It's fine.
So
Isn't it great having children? Furry children. It's
it
lovely.
is
Isn't it?
all four of them.
Yeah, all four of them. I always forget you have four now.
I do too. And then I wake up every morning.
And then you're like, wait a minute, that one, that's not the same as that one. Oh, 1, 2, oh god.
1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all different. They all have weird personalities.
One of these times you're gonna look over and be like, honey, when did we get 5?
I think I've had like 3 dreams where we ended up with like a room where you open up the room and they're everywhere.
Yes, I want that room,
man.
but it smelled like Pete. Probably, I don't want that room. But I want that room.
Yeah,
Conceptually, I want that room. Reality, I do not want that room.
I like the idea,
Yeah.
but like I miss not having to like roll my clothes every 10 minutes. I miss.
God forbid I wear something black.
As my wardrobe, so I'm constantly.
Yep. All of my clothes for boxing are black, so it's like I gotta fucking. If not, I look like a bozo.
The one time I went to the store, I was so self-conscious, to the point where you're just like, wow, this is excessive.
You do the like hug yourself so you don't have to look at it sort of thing.
I was like, okay, this is not excusable. What did you do? It looks like I was fighting all day. So, yeah, I know you people know. Anybody who has fur babies.
Yeah, anyone who has fur babies knows the struggles of cat hair. So
before I crack this, I wanted to show this off.
Yeah.
I found this little ditty.
Yeah, I tried something similar to that. I believe it was called a Hadouken at one point in my life. Yeah, and there was also the Mega Man E-Tanks. That is another one that is quite popular at cons that I've seen before. It tasted like nuclear horse piss, as you would imagine. So,
it's not bad once you muscle past the gag reflex.
Yep.
Really not bad.
The burn isn't too bad. It's fine.
Is that what a spirit bomb feels like?
I'm sipping on cold brew coffee ale that I'm almost done. That's what I got going on. So,
oh God,
yeah, that's a spirit bomb for you.
Ooh, well, I'm awake again.
Yep.
So,
good morning.
Hi.
It's almost like certain characters in this movie had a amphetamine addiction that their heart exploded from.
That poor bastard.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get there, I guess. Yeah. So
what's going on, guys? How we doing? How we feeling? We are talking about Hurricane Polymar, the live-action adaptation of the 1970s anime from Tatsunoko. A lot of you guys, if you follow my channel, we do some fighting games. The reason I know this character is from Tatsunoko versus Capcom, which came out 2012.
Something like that.
It's on the Wii. Shouldn't be on the Wii, but it is. It sure
it is on the Wii.
I'm sure it was a licensing nightmare if they
fighting
wanted to port
games. How I never got into fighting games on the Wii. That's just something that.
Thank God you can plug a normal controller in.
Okay,
but you can play it on the Wiimote, and it's essentially like easy inputs, where like you would hit one button and it would do an auto combo. Hit 2 buttons together, you get a super kind of thing.
Got it.
Yeah. So unless you plugged an there was a Tatsunoko versus Capcom Hori stick similar to the, I don't know if you remember the Tekken 7 arcade stick I used to have, the wireless one.
I do.
Yeah. I'm sorry, not Tekken 7, Tekken 6. They had a similar wired controller by the same company. who did a Tatsunoko versus Capcom one. It actually looks really, really cool. If you guys want to look it up, it's Tatsunoko versus Capcom arcade stick. I wouldn't mind. I'm at the point in my life where, like, if I had the room, I would just have a fucking collection of like arcade sticks and shit. So,
I dig. Yeah.
Like, honestly, just weird controllers. I'm still trying to find the Onimusha katana for anything less than $500.
Is that really what they're going for?
It's $1,000 if it works.
Shut
I'll
up.
take a fucking broken one. I just want one. I am not spending anywhere close to 3 zeros for that stupid thing.
I wouldn't. Please don't. Like, I mean, does it even work well? Like, can people actually play the game with it?
Because it's not like a motion controller like you would think. It has the like stick mapped across the handle, so you hold it like a katana, and all the buttons are like on your 2 hands in your fucking sheath.
So you don't even.
It's the most awkward goddamn thing ever. I think there might be like a, you know, you swing it, it'll press X or square, I guess it would be for like Onimusha 3 kind of thing. But like that's all you're getting. It's not like following motions or anything like that.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's really awkward, and I love it. It's in my like pantheon of stupid video game controllers that I'm just in love with. Up there with the RE4 chainsaw controller.
Yeah, good luck beating. Wonder if you could cross-platform that. Try to beat Melania with it.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh my god, if I just quick draw on Melania. Oh my god, every time you do it, it does your weapon art.
So speaking of which, I don't know how common it is, but has anybody else been able to summon Let Me Solo Her?
No.
He joined me last night.
That's what's up.
Yeah, hold on, I have pics I'll put up. I was chilling, and I got bored of the Coliseum, and I was getting ahead in the map because I'm trying to catch my brother up. Mm-hmm. I'm playing through with him just to do whatever. So I was just like, damn, I gotta beat Melania again. God, I don't want to do her by myself. I took a chance, and holy shit, shit popped up. I was like, nah, no fucking way.
If you guys don't know, this person has beaten Melania so many times that Bandai Namco sent them a very real sword and said, yo, good on you.
Yeah, good shit, homie. Yeah. So I caught 30 seconds of him playing. I didn't know how much I wanted to get, but I tried to get as much of it as I could. But when he popped up, I was like, that can't be him. I hope it's really him. But dude, like,
he's beaten Melania over 1,000 times, probably over 2,000 at this point.
Is it that many times?
Probably. But yeah, it's wild. It's goddamn wild.
Yeah, like I was just tripping the whole time and watching him. He didn't get touched. He even, like, she did the Scarlet Aeonia. Oh, it's saying the file's too big.
Man,
no, I got it.
They just rolled through it, didn't they?
Bro, I don't know if he does it all the time. Yeah, it's too big, but I'll send it to you and we can figure it out. But anyway, so she tried to hit him with the Aeonia, and I heard him taunt her after he rolled out of the way. She was like, he did the hey, and I was like, oh shit. Legit, watching this dude fight her was genius, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta tell her. But it was like 3 a.m. I'm like, you know what, I'll wait.
I'll wait, this isn't that important.
Legit, like, this guy's probably been everywhere. I don't know how special I should feel, but I felt pretty damn good being able to summon him.
That's what's up. Yeah. I have not. I am currently in my Elden Ring update, and then this is the last. I promise we'll talk about Elden Ring because we can get on a tangent.
Sorry, guys.
We should do a fucking Elden Ring podcast. But I'm working on. This is not another beer. I promise. Jesus, this is seltzer water. I don't want anyone to think I'm a fucking alcoholic.
Right? Don't think it. You guys already know.
It's Liquid Death Mango Chainsaw, and I know that sounds like a fucking beer, but I promise it's seltzer.
Sounds good.
It is actually quite delicious.
It does,
especially since it's Mango Chainsaw for Buffa, my boy.
Okay.
But I'm working on going through with my strength character. They are level 1 something now.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm in the Land of the Giants, just kind of getting them to endgame so I can go through the DLC with them eventually. And then I've power leveled my Death Mage to the point where they are 2 something. I did a Alberneric Genocide is what it's nicknamed. I did the Genocide Hill over and over again with a Relic Sword.
It's the best, and I don't know. I know the glitch shit works, but we're not going to get into that. But all I'm saying is, like,
yeah, this isn't a glitch. That's the craziest part.
They made that for you guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? It takes time, but shit, switch it up. You don't have to use it.
But it's the fastest freaking way to do it, especially in New Game Plus. Like, I hit my Relic Sword is +6. It's not even leveled all the way up, and I tear through that entire field.
I don't even use the Relic. I just go in there and tear them up because otherwise it gets so
that takes even longer. I just literally send 2 waves, the entire floor is done, and the waves kill everything by the time I get back to the bonfire.
When I was doing that, I can't tell you how many times I fell asleep like running off the cliff at the very beginning.
That's why I was when I was doing, in that same area, you can crossbow like this big dumb crow in the head and it just runs off the cliff. I was doing that. Hunt. Yeah, that was how I leveled up the first time through, because it didn't have the relic sword, which is the end game last boss weapon. So like I would do that. I would like for hours. I was like, and it was like autopilot.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I can't do it anymore.
So I got like 60 levels out of that. Not 60, 16. Jesus, 60 levels out of that would be ridiculous, but I got like 16 levels out of it.
Somebody's done.
So now my magic is 80 with the score seal, and faith is up to 60 with the score seal. And I leveled up like endurance and health a couple times in there too. So
quite nice.
Yeah, my death mage is a full mage now, a full magey boy. So he just fires death things. But getting back to the topic at hand,
stuff we're here,
the stuff we're here for, Toku bullshit.
My bad, guys. So
no. Let me pull up the history of Hurricane Polymar here, because Hurricane Polymar is an interesting character. So
I mean, I didn't know much about this. I mean, the Tatsunoko thing is, I know less about. I know more about the franchises and not much about the company itself.
Okay.
So
Tatsunoko, we have actually reviewed a few things from Tatsunoko. One of them being Karas, which is what we looked at about a year ago now. We looked at parts 1 and 2 of Karas. That was their 40th anniversary project that they did. And Hurricane Polymar premiered in 1974, so a year after Kamen Rider. So that kind of sets the groundwork for the kind of toku that we're looking at here, because Hurricane Polymar is very much a 70s toku kind of dude.
Oh my.
The show was created by Tatsuo Yoshida, who had produced many Tatsunoko series, and then Hurricane Polymar is the secret identity of Takeshi Yoroi, who is the main character in this one as well. He wears a special suit which enables him to fight crime. The suit is made of memory plastic, which enables him to assume any shape, including morphing its wearer in 5 different vehicles. So he can actually change shape.
Didn't do that in this movie.
He didn't do that in this movie, but he can originally change shape. He turns into a car at one point. I know that's one of his supers in Tatsunoko versus Capcom. He morphs into a car. So
you said Tatsuo Yoshida, and that triggered something. And I remember that's the writer for Speed Racer, the original Speed Racer.
Yeah.
And I guess Tekkamon Space Knight, Kashan.
Yep.
Wow.
Kashan, which is and Gatchaman as well. So another very toku anime. If you guys are not familiar with Gatchaman, is also called Battle for the Planets in the American redub of it. We should check out the Gatchaman live action movie. That thing's pretty solid, actually.
I found a trailer for it. Looks all right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Tekkaman is pretty solid as well. Yatterman as well. So pretty much all of the main people that are in Tatsunoko versus Capcom from the Tatsunoko side, this dude made Tatsuo Yoshida. So he's kind of like the Ichimonji of Tatsunoko. So that's what's up. Hurricane Polymar is an interesting character, especially in this movie, because he's a dude. He's just a fucking dude.
Like
he's Shotaro when he hits rock bottom is what he is.
He struck me more of like the underhand dude, like, you know what I mean? He's the total anti-hero. And it was fine. It's 2017, not too long ago. I guess that's like the pinnacle of the anti-hero era. Who else?
When did Deadpool come out? Because I feel like that kind of kickstarted all that bullshit. But he's really not a Deadpool. Like, I don't want anyone to think
no.
This character is like a Deadpool.
Goofy. He's goofy.
He is goofy, but he's not Deadpool. Oh, it came out in 2016, so that kind of makes sense. But he's goofy, but not in the same like Deadpool Ryan Reynolds sort of way. This dude is just kind of, like I said, he's Shotaro when he hits rock bottom.
Fair enough.
Like one of the first times we see this guy in like the second scene he shows up in, he wakes up and just starts swigging absolute vodka.
It's
swigging.
I mean, he embodies like this do what I want, go with it kind of dude. Like he gets pulled into this situation, and even while he's saving the day, he's still like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Yep.
like I don't care. This is just not about me. This is what I'm doing because of XYZ. Now, okay, let's start from the top then. What do you think about the designs?
So right out the gate, I like the designs a lot. They're kind of your typical modernization of older suits. Right around the time we got also Kikaider, the reboot, Kikaider reboot. It has the same similar vibe to where they kind of, I'm going to pull them up on the screen here for anyone to check out. They're kind of tech on Iron Man sort of updates to these suits. I don't hate it. I kind of wish this is, I think, the first time. The helmet's really cool. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love the helmet. The helmet's really sick.
It's because of the Mega Man. It's the Mega Man.
Because of the Mega Man thing.
It's straight up Mega Man helmet, guys.
Like, but it has the super Widow's Peak and everything. Like, it's a super Mega Man helmet. But
dropping it like that. There you go.
Yeah, I think this is the first time where I would have wanted more of a pretty standard suit. Like, I kind of wish they went with newer materials of the classic suit. So
like a jumpsuit.
Yeah. So in the original, I'll pull up the original suit here for a second for everyone.
Yeah. That was okay.
So the original suit. This is actually his Tatsunoko versus Capcom render. The original suit here is very 1970s superhero, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So that is very 70s superhero. And I don't know what that is. I'm not opening that. And then you can see this is the updated suit. It kind of has
such a recognizable
this
style.
Yeah. Let me switch the screen here. So here's his 1970s one, and then for anyone watching at home, and then here's his updated one, and the updated one's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the updated suit. I did kind of miss the wings that it has on the back, the kind of like talon or the swallowtail kind of thing it has going off the shoulders from the old suit. I did kind of miss that, but he did sort of get it at the end.
A variation. Yeah.
A variation, which kind of, I'm assuming, played on the whole vehicle thing, but we'll get to that when we talk about the final fight. It's the new suit is very what they think kids want in a modern Toku. You know what I mean? Like in a Toku reboot.
It makes me wonder if because these both came out in the same year, but I'm assuming they went into production at the same time. But the Power Rangers 2017 movie, these suits have a very similar design feel. Like the armors are basically in the same positions. It has the same textured look to it when they do close-ups. It just felt like it just immediately reminded me of the Power Rangers thing. So immediately I was just like, oh, it's not very special because it just feels like the other one.
It does and it doesn't. I see what you're saying with that, because it kind of has the same like Super Widow's Peak, and then it's kind of like open at the same, like when their mask is open, the helmets do look similar, except for the bull horns it's got going on, which for whatever reason. Peacemaker's asking why his suit has an arrow pointing to his dick. It's because he's about to turn left and everybody should duck. So it's the original suit is something, and he just Don't ask questions. I don't know. I got nothing.
Just follow it.
Just go with it.
Just go with
it. But here's a render from the 90s anime, which is fucking radical, by the way. You found a clip of the 90s anime. It is fucking cool. So a lot of the Tatsunoko properties, they redid the animes in like the early 90s and early 2000s. And this anime is fucking dark, and I loved it.
I'll drop that in the Discord.
But here's his modern suit. It's all right. So Polymar himself, it's solid. It's fine. Like I said, the helmet's my favorite part. What did you think of Ray's suit? The second Polymar. Well, I guess technically the third Polymar, fourth Polymar. The second iteration of Polymar. Let's call it
this one here. The blue, right?
Yeah, the blue Polymar.
Okay, so let's talk about Ray first, though, because Ray is something special.
Ray is a character that is there and exists. And so okay, before, I'm just going to ask a question real quick.
Yeah.
Why do we keep watching movies where there's weird mommy daddy shit going on?
This is where I was going with it.
Okay.
Like I was going with this whole thing where I don't know if I hate it anymore. You know what I mean? Like
I hate it.
I'm so used to it that I'm expecting it now.
But like just a few weeks ago, we watched Zaborgar, where we watched a brother and father fight on the robo nipple of their brother and daughter. Ken with the resubscribe for 1 full fucking year, dude. Appreciate you.
Get out of here. No.
Yeah. Also, what's up, Josh? I did see that. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you.
What up, guys?
Yeah, Ed Bits. God damn. Relax. Jesus. All right, don't steal the show. This is our podcast. Come on now. God damn.
Yeah. Love you, bro.
So,
man.
We watched Zaborgar where brother and father were fighting on the robo nipples of a 500-foot tall sister daughter, and now we have Daddy Please Notice Me, and
because I think this is where I'm going with it. We now are getting to see what Japan really is like. Like this is what they want in their shit, bro. Yeah. Like, look what they're doing with Reika and Durandal. This is what they want in their shit. So
this stuff is the reason why like Step is one of the fucking like most popular searches in Pornhub every year. And it's fucking weird.
Yeah. Stop it.
Please stop.
You know what? Don't stop it. Do it, but do it over there.
Yeah, just leave do it out of my Toku. Like, go away. Yeah, leave it out of my Toku. Yeah. But Ray's character aside, because we can come back to her because that's more into the plot stuff. Right. What do you think of this suit as it is and her fighting style and all that kind of stuff? What do you think? Because of the plot reasons that this suit is what it is, she's so badass with it. Bro, okay.
I like that it shows what it needs to show in terms of like whatever fan service. Mm-hmm. But I like the Forze helmet.
Okay.
Because it works for her because of a female, because the back of it has like this cutoff. I don't know if I can find a picture of it, but it's not like a dome. You know what I mean? Yeah. It looks like
peaked. It's arched.
Yeah,
and it has almost like it's like a reverse Mega Man helmet almost.
That's why I like it, because it's not just like, it doesn't look like
and it's very Mega Man blue. Like they're straight up Zero and Mega Man blue and red, to be fair.
That's what this is the Mega Man Zero movie. Plus you have the Bass, who's this stupid ugly green one. One of the villains is this guy.
Two of the green ones. So they have a proto Polymar type suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the best way to describe it. And if I can find a picture, I will
I put one in the Discord.
Okay.
They have the watermark on it, sorry, but you know.
That's all right.
Did the best I could, guys.
So here's okay. I don't know what this suit is called, but there's two different versions essentially. So the entire plot of the movie is they're trying to recreate this polymer suit, the Hurricane polymer suit, the red one. And the entire point is they're trying to collect data from all of these warriors from around the world. And so they start with this dude who's really good at kicking, so we can get the good kick tech in there. And then they switch to a dude that has real good punches. He punches real fucking good and fast, so they can get that punch tech. And then so they can round out the boss character, quite literally. So they can round out the Seth boss character. They get the girl who's good at the CQC.
So is that Seth's whole thing?
Yeah.
Is that Seth?
Seth that's just absorbs move from everyone else. Yeah.
It felt like a very simple video game plot that was just like they're collecting the data from, and it's just like, why? Yep. And the one reason why is because they can't access the original Polymer.
Nope.
Because it's secured by a voice lock.
Yeah, it is voice coded to Takeshi Yoroi, and no one in the world can figure out how to digitally copy a voice except for Ray. But that's a whole other conversation.
Oh my god,
it wasn't good enough. So, but either way, they have this kind of proto polymer suit that they have going on. This one you guys are looking at the screen here. This is the Punch Boy one. I don't know if the Kick one's on here, but essentially it's the same. He just has this bullshit on his legs. That's all it is, and he's shirtless. Everyone is very oiled when they're in their shirt or in their suits.
Oh, I got two. There you go.
Okay.
Yep. Boom. Yeah, shirtless dude. He was very kicky. His introduction was actually pretty fucking cool.
I mean, if you want to assert dominance, you just show your very large dark nipples. That's really what it is. So,
I mean, I just assume that everybody does at this point. Isn't that how you make friends?
The suits. I think this one's better than like the Punch Guy suit, just because it's like, okay, it's a basic suit.
It looks more like a complete suit. It's not just he reminded me a lot of the shirtless guy in 01, and I mean just shirtless for the shirtless sake because he's kind of got muscles.
Yeah, but that's what I kind of mean about it. Like that's kind of like a villain suit to me. This other one is like, it looks like a half finished suit. You know what I mean? Like the Punch Guy suit looks like a half finished suit, and I was like, why don't you just have him wear the rest of it? Like
because
reasons.
Because wrestler. I don't know. It's just. It wasn't bad though.
Yeah, but like suit wise, I would give it a solid like 7 out of 10 if we had to put a number on it. Like they're pretty good designs. They're pretty cool. And the utilization of the suits. So these suits apparently enhance your abilities and can also record said abilities, but they can also cause the main character to get hit with his own technique more times than I've seen any main character get hit with. I've never seen a main character get blown the fuck up from his own bullshit martial art technique like Takeshi Yoroi does.
But it's awesome.
But it's so cool every goddamn time it happens.
It's so cool.
Because these suits record it, he'll do his like finishing move. He beats the leg dude with it, and then he literally eats it 3 more times. He eats his own finishing move at least 3 more times.
Let me see if I can make these play. They won't let me send them on the Discord, but I'll pull them up on my phone. But with this kicking dude, like, let me see if he catches him with this.
I have to say, overall, the fights are kind of
choreography.
Yeah, the choreography is for the Flash, and I don't mean like they all run fast. I mean it's very much what's the word I'm trying to pick out here? It's very much they're not the best, but they look nice.
They do look nice. But it's look here.
But they're not the best. So it's the actual hurricane.
Yep. This is his signature technique.
Yeah. He basically, so this is, in case you guys aren't familiar with Hurricane Polymar, because I know all of you are experts in Hurricane Polymar. Just imagine Zangief doing his lariat where he just spins in a circle, but then he just randomly changes direction halfway through, so he just looks kind of like an idiot. Flopping around. He literally just sticks his arms out and starts spinning, goes, wee!
Yeah. But, I mean, here's some of the fight sequence in that. Oh, hang on.
Yeah. Also, if you guys didn't notice, I changed the lights back here to fucking Hurricane Polymer red. I hope you all enjoy that. But
I can't get this to
it's fine. It's fine. Either way, you know what? The movie's playing right now, so we'll get to it eventually.
Oh, yeah.
You should also just go watch the movie if you can find it. 2017 to support the official release. Yeah. So Takeshi Yoroi as a character.
He is
the fights or whatever. Like I said, it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But
fights do what they do. They're fine. Mm-hmm. Like you said, it pretty much is just it's two different styles of him going against learning how to fight two different guys.
Yep.
Then one ends up being his old training buddy, friend, childhood friend.
So a lot of the plot here kind of gets pulled out of nowhere for the sake of advancement. Sure, why not? And I'm sure if this was a 50-something episode 1970s anime, it would have made sense. But in a 2-hour movie, this shit gets pulled out of nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So the only thing we know is that Takeshi Yoroi spent 4 months or so just traveling around the world, or maybe a little longer. He just got back 4 months before the movie started. Just traveling around the world doing fight clubs. That's the opening scene. He's just doing a fight club in South America somewhere. And this is the first time we see the Hurricane Fist, I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call it the fucking Hurricane Fist. The Storm Ken, if you will.
He beats up a guy. He's go, my name is Takeshi Yoroi, like anybody cares.
In English, by the way.
For some reason, in South America, a guy misunderstands Yoroi for Noroi, and he's like, no, it's Yoroi.
But he says it in Japanese.
Yes. Noroi.
So he says, my name is Takeshi Yoroi, and in like thick accented Japanese English.
English.
And then the guy goes, no Roi, and then in Japanese he says, no you idiot, not Noroi, Yoroi.
Why did that have to happen?
Scene. And then you do see someone walk up to him, but then it just kind of cuts awkwardly. And then we essentially hard smash cut to him waking up because nothing else is relevant at that point other than some cop dies. Nothing else is relevant. We basically hard smash cut to him sipping out of the absolute vodka in my brain. So
yeah, the secondary character's partner dies because they're ambushed by the kicking dude and he kills the guy, and the useless partner that ends up being Yoroi's friend after he gets pulled into the agency because hey, they can help him out.
Yeah,
because he's just in it for the money because they'll pay him because they want him to operate the polymer suit because they've been looking for him this whole time. Finally, they find him, and for some reason, he knows who the old guy is. At first, they don't really get into it. Turns out, it's like if everything was so interconnected, it was so pointlessly drawn out. Like
it
so
feels
pointlessly
like
drawn
Black
out.
Sun, but done poorly.
Fair.
That's kind of the
Fair.
interconnected thing we got going on here, because the old police chief knows Yoroi, and he tells Kurama, our like other average Joe policeman who can't shoot his gun because he's scared to kill people.
Kuruma. Car. His name is Car.
Kuruma. No, his name is Sherlock. Get out of here.
That's stupid shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So essentially, they have a kanji argument. They have a kanji argument that fucking is essentially like you know this kanji for lock and this kanji for something else. Oh, you're Sherlock because you're a detective. And
despite the Whedon comedy in this movie, it was so Joss Whedon comedy in every scene that didn't need it. It felt like they injected jokes. There's two that work. I like the stupid one where he yells in his ear twice, like he catches him.
That
twice
was hilarious.
Like that's good shit. But then the drawn out shit, like the kanji thing, like why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
But I guess it's the Sakamoto's style. He's very action comedy.
Yeah.
And it seems, and given the action sequences, there's a lot of sequences where they're not in the suits, and it's the actual actors that are actually going back and forth and doing the fights, and that's impressive. Enough of it that you could tell they're not faking it. Hold on, I just saw this thing. I'll post it up there.
And so you guys know, so how they get around the Toku bullshit in this one, right? His suit is activated by phrases, and he puts the suit on by saying "Tenshin Polymar," which is polymer transformation. And that's how he gets the suit on. It literally comes out of his Mega Man helmet. Like it fizzles out in a bunch of particles and then forms onto his body. But it doesn't activate. It doesn't activate until he says his fucking catchphrase.
I don't know why. Why is that a thing? But I get it.
It's so cool. What do you mean?
Why would you do one half of it and not the other? Like,
because it's ridiculous and over the top, and he is like, "What do you mean I have to say this bullshit for the suit to work?"
Like, I love that they acknowledge that in the middle of it. He's like, "What? I really have to say that? Like the whole thing?" He's like, "Yes, you do." He's like, "Oh my god, okay."
Yeah. The light of justice is my power is the catchphrase to activate the suit. It's not enough that it just turns on. It's kind of like when the Gaunt suit pops, it starts popped, and he has to seal this bitch back up.
So because you said that the main guy knows the old captain, the reason why it has that tied to it is because as a kid he said that to the old guy. Mm-hmm. That he's going to be a hero, and that would be his catchphrase.
Essentially, you find out this polymer suit is developed by the police to basically create like a RoboCop situation. Is essentially what it is. They want to create a super cop. Yeah. And Yoroi's father was kind of he was not the head. He was a head of this development project, and he knew some of the other people were not so on the up and up. So that's why he voice coded the polymer suit. And he made it his son, and this catchphrase because his son cheered up the old man so good because he's a sweet, innocent boy child. And he literally said, "The light of justice is my power. I'll defeat the bully who made you sad." And that's how literally the superhero suit is born. Imagine if Iron Man just went up to some old man and was like, "Yo, let's take some shots." And that's essentially how Iron Man is born.
But I like it. I like it, man. Like
I said, I thought it was hilarious and cool and like a little tongue-in-cheek way to insert the dumb Toku stuff into this fairly serious, I'm not going to say it's serious, but it's fairly serious take on this ridiculous anime.
It is not serious at all. This movie can't be taken serious.
Yorooi isn't serious at all.
You can't. Dude,
ridiculous.
All right. So I did a thing. I don't know if it'll play, but when we get to the end, I'll show it to you because I couldn't help but think it. And I had to show it to you, but I wanted to wait.
Okay.
It probably won't load on the Discord, but I'll play it. Anyway.
I should mention, so the thing you were talking about with the ear that made me chuckle a lot. Kurama and Yoroi, they kind of have this like super serious by the books dude and, you know, the literal absolute vodka swilling ding dong kind of going at it, and like obviously they become friends at one point, and I would have put money that Kurama was going to be the final bad guy. I would have put freaking dollars on it.
He gave me the stupid gullible vibes. I thought he was going to become a secondary. I thought he was going to get like a
I would have thought
self.
That too, but I would have thought it would have been like an Ichimonji or not Ichimonji. Oh my god.
Chase.
No, Hayato. What the fuck's this? Nigo's name?
Ichimonji.
Ichimonji. Okay, it is Ichimonji.
Yeah.
Okay. I said Ichimonji earlier, and I got confused with Ishinomori. Yoshida is the Ishinomori of Tatsunoko. That's what I meant to say. Ichimonji, yes. So I thought it was gonna be like an Ichimonji thing, where they're like, they Kamen Rider brainwash him, and then he becomes the bad guy for a little bit, and then that's how he becomes the secondary.
Well, it turns out, I mean, I get that, because it would have made sense, since considering the big reveal is that Rei is a traitor the entire time. She's like the super techie one who's like taking they beat the first guy and they managed to get the helmet because he kicked the fuck out of it. Yeah. No, he kicked that the second guy. I'm sorry. Anyway, it was the first guy. Yeah, he kicked the fuck out of the first guy.
Out of him, and then he did the hurricane punch.
Yes, I'm sorry, but anyway, so she's been tinkering every time they get into a fight.
She's the office nerd.
She gets the helmet, she's fucking with it, and all the while she's programming it to fight better against him.
Yeah,
to learn how to counter his shit.
Except I knew that because it's fucking obvious, because she has this ridiculous scar birthmark thing on her neck. And it took me 2 seconds to notice it, because you see this person in like all black leather, clearly a female frame, bend down and get the helmet when Polymar kicks the shit out of the leg dude. She gets it and then like shoots at Kuroma to like get him to back off, but doesn't shoot him. And I was like, oh, there was a thing on her neck, right? And I rewound it and stopped it, and like you can see that she has a birthmark right here on her neck. You wouldn't be able to see it on me because I have a big dumb beard, but she it's like right on her.
It's right here. It's not hidden.
Yeah,
like you can't hide that.
Hidden.
You know what I mean?
Under a freaking bike helmet, it's not hidden. I was like, oh, that's
it's
right.
It's like if I went like this.
Yeah,
you can't see me.
Yeah. Like, you go to Lafayette? I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, like really? Like, come on. So like, no, it's anyway. So yeah, it's that obvious. But the whole time, it's just kind of it's a tie-in, because her daddy is the enemy of Yoroi's daddy, who was the military dude. So he
was
the
not no good Nick that Yoroi's daddy wanted to avoid getting the Polymer. The not no good Nick.
Yes, perfect. So he ends up building his own proto suit. He's the Ironmonger in this movie.
He's the fucking Iron. That's literally what this dynamic is. You have the Iron Man suit developed by Yoroi's dad, and Kito is trying to make the fucking Ironmonger suit. He's trying to recreate the Polymer suit, and he makes Ironmonger by some bullshit. That's what
Kuruma has this the dynamic between Kuruma and Rei is that he's in love with her, and he doesn't expect her betrayal.
Yeah, they've been on a few dates, and I was very confused. It could have been the subtitles, just literal translation kind of thing. But he said they went on one date, and then you're always talking about like engagement, and then the old guy talks about, I heard you guys were engaged.
I mean, it's a different culture, bro. I mean, you know how they go. If it's not your stepbrother, it's the stranger at work.
Apparently. So it's either you call me sister or your wife, or both.
Yeah.
So Alabama loving.
Is Japan the South?
Is Japan the South? Good Lord. Oh my God. Listen. So yeah, it's a very predictable plot. It's nothing horribly original.
Wait, I gotta take a.
But it's entertaining and fun to experience it. Like, I spent the better part of this 2-hour movie just like loving being a part of this movie. And it's like, I don't think this is a revolutionary movie. I'm not gonna go out and like, I mean, I would buy a fucking Polymer helmet. Let's be honest here. I would fucking rock that helmet.
Look how big that fucking
it's the size of her fucking chin.
Look how big it is. Like, you see what I'm saying?
And Kuroma doesn't see that shit. Yeah.
Sorry. All right. Anyway. So yeah, Daddy gets his own version of the suit. They get into a fight, and then I'm gonna try to play it. I gotta try to play this off.
So essentially, we spend the movie with Yoroi finding these other polymers who are copying his abilities, and at one point, like you said, after the leg dude, he fights the punch dude, who is Bullet Wong. Was that his name? Bullet Wong was his
Bullet
nickname?
Wong, yes. His name was Bullet Wong.
Yes,
he was
because
a friend of
he
his
focused on speed so much. And then they cut back to this Brazil, South America, wherever he is, fight, and Bullet Wong comes up and starts to spar with him, and he does this like Tai Chi, like whoa, deflecting him and all this kind of stuff. And Yoroi fights him and gets his ass beat. Quite literally, he gets his ass beat, and he does a straight up super 1-inch punch.
Yes, but before that, he does this slide where he like Yoroi tries to kick him. He catches his leg. He does this slide up his leg and then pushes his heel back in. It's fucking
but then he
dope.
goes up and straight up does the like, who you bing? Well, like big, you said Whedon, like Joss Whedon, lights going everywhere, like lens flares fucking going off. It's crazy.
There's so much lens flare.
There's so much lens flare on the suits.
But yeah, so that's true because that's how he knows that that's his friend because that was the one technique he used against him a lot.
He would do the deflect and then he did the watch this, boom.
Yeah, and that's how his friend knew how to counter the hurricane because they developed those techniques.
20 minutes looking for excuses for him to take his shirt off. And he does a shirtless sweaty kata on the rooftop, thinking about his friend because his friend died from an amphetamine overdose, apparently.
So he had lost. He lost. He was about to lose.
Yeah.
He got beat. He was about to die.
Yep.
And Bullet Wong had a stroke.
Yep.
Like
his heart exploded from the amphetamines. That's literally what happens.
Injected into him.
Which you find out, Ray injected into him because fuck you, because she's crazy. So,
like, Ray is the absolute
wild
dirtbag in this movie.
She
like
is
when it's revealed,
a huge dirtbag.
She's done. Like she kills willy-nilly. She doesn't even she's smiling in their faces the whole time. That's the weirdest part of it. She plays the dumb coy bitch and she stabs the fucking captain in his neck. Like what?
At one point you find out that so after this you know they kind of have their bonding moment where Yoroi and Kuroma kind of are there for each other. Kuroma kind of sees like where it is, and then he goes to support Yoroi, and he sees him at a hospital, and you know Yoroi's hanging out with his little girl and a bunch of kids in like the cancer ward or wherever the hell he is. It was some kind of like terminal area.
She had a heart disease. Yeah,
some kind of heart disease. Yeah, but she's doing the ear tricks we were talking about, and the ear trick he does specifically, it really did make me chuckle because like, this is a grown ass man fucking with this guy. Yeah, and it was like. You know, come here, I have a secret to tell you. And he like screams in his ear. And the other time he's like, no, for real this time. And he goes, you see Kuroma go, so like the kid does it. And then the kid's like, okay, for real this time. I love you. And I was like, oh, that's adorable. And then you find out it's Yoroi's niece because his sister and brother-in-law died in a car crash, something like that. So he's paying her hospital bills. That's why he's the asshole with a heart of gold kind of thing.
Yeah.
You find out that's why he's doing his whole shtick, right?
It feels good because it gives him more of a purpose beyond being a dick. Because he's just a clown the entire movie. Yeah. And you're wondering like, well, okay, this is going nowhere.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole. Like he gets stuff done, but he's kind of an asshole. And then like everything he does is very money driven. So you're like, oh, he's just trying to pay rent. He's one of these because you know he's palling around with his landlady the whole time. And they straight up make a deal at one point where he's like, he has a gangster like locked up in like a headlock, arm lock kind of thing. And he's like, and she's like, I'll give you 1 month free. And he's like, he like chops him in the throat, just keeps holding him. And then she's like 2 months, and he like bops him again. And she's like, fine, rent free forever. And he's like, that's the one I was looking for. He like, throws him away, and then she stomps on the person's foot who's holding her hostage, and she's like, I got out by my own power. Later, bitches.
A character like that could do a whole series. You could do a series with a character like that.
Teru was great. Teru is his assistant / landlady. She was very entertaining to watch. Honestly, she did this kind of like she was very anime in this movie at times. Like at some point, she jumps on someone and does this like like
she fights a big tubby dude. There's like sound effects when she's punching him in the stomach.
Yeah, there's like Hanna-Barbera sound effects when she's punching this dude who like she literally has the most robotic laugh, and I think it was on purpose. I hope it was on purpose. He's just like ha 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 ha.
And his jaw is like all out of sync. Like it's just like weird to see.
Super 80-yard like ha ha ha.
She has a silver platter that she's fighting somebody with, and then she gets smacked in the face with it. Like it's Jackie Chan level shit like that. That's like wow.
Imagine if Jackie Chan wasn't a martial artist. That's kind of her shtick.
Fair. And it was. But that's the whole thing. And I don't know, she doesn't do much after the second half. She kind of just is there.
She kind of is just there to be like a sexual lady, which is kind of what a lot of the ladies in this movie just turn into.
They do a lot of the close-up on her.
There's a lot of weird lip things. Yeah. She does this. This is how she thinks. She does one of these, and then she's like, shh.
Yeah.
And then she like goes in her nose a little bit. She just does this like...
It's a fixation.
It's awkward.
But
it gets weird. Like, there's definitely one point where they do like 2 back to back, and that scene goes on for like 45 seconds. So she's just like doing this for a really long time, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, she was trying to figure something out. She was trying to guess something. It doesn't matter. It's the fan service that they were doing. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. But all that leads up to the whole big reveal, because it's just like the whole backstory where you find out Yoroi's dad is who he is. And anyway, it all ties to the final confrontation where Ray comes out in the Mega Man suit and fucking bodies everybody.
Let's not forget how she comes out first, though, in very tight leather.
They do a very good reveal where it's like
where literally she goes, "Oh, Kuroma, I know you love me," and just it's like 30 seconds of boob right there.
Yeah, that happened.
Because Kuroma just got his ass beat by like 7 dudes.
She kicks him in the head, dude. Like, she's like,
kicks
"Hi,"
the shit out of him.
And then she wakes up on a slab. You know what I mean? Like, it's just anyway. So it turns out that Yoroi knew the whole time, because while he was helping Kuruma woo her, he had given him a necklace to give to her, but there was a camera in the necklace.
Yep.
So when she killed the captain, he had managed to break the necklace, and they found the camera.
Yep.
And that's how they already knew about her being a traitor, which is something that I think Kuruma should have known about. You know what I mean? Like,
he was blinded by love, okay?
I know, but like, dude, we could have avoided
because
a whole lot of
anything in this movie, Kuroma is very clearly like, he is full of anxiety. I felt that dude on a spiritual level, honestly. Like, that dude sits there and he's like, they're on a date. Like, they've been on a date before, and like, they're kind of sort of dating. Sort of, not really, but like, they've been on a few dates, and like, they know each other, and he's just like doing this like, like, he's just the dude's not okay. Like, the dude needs a therapist, honestly, and I feel for that.
Especially after this fucking movie.
Fucking movie.
Like,
the sequel is just Kuroma at therapy. That's all it is.
It's just, and then at one point he had grown a pair of wings, and then they weren't there in the next scene. That's just what I'm talking about. So it's loading. Yeah, it's loading. I took a clip of the scene. Legitimately, after they defeat Kito, who comes out as uber bad guy, who knows all of his moves, mastered everything. Fucking what is it? The power of friendship that beats him, and then
it's the light of justice. God.
Yeah. So it's. Oh, hold on. I have it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But he finds the willpower to overcome him. But even that super ending attack doesn't do it. He ends up.
No, he has a predator fucking explosive on his arm.
Yeah, and it's the most random, not explosive device.
Yeah,
gauntlet.
It's just a gauntlet. That's all it is, and he just like presses it, and it like explodes. And so Polymar, harkening back to what we were talking about, where he can, in the original anime, he can change into vehicles. This bird thing like forms out of his back, and they fly out. It's very strange, very random.
I was hyped because I'm like, oh shit, he got a power up, fucking dope. And then it's like the very next cut, it's gone.
Yeah,
like,
it's immediately, because it was like a CG backpack kind of thing. But yeah, like that's kind of what this movie is. Like, I feel like we're describing this very badly, but that's kind of what this movie is. It's just like chunk to chunk to chunk. There's really not a lot of like depth to this movie. These characters aren't like radically deep and like thought-provoking or anything. Yeah, they're kind of two-dimensional, but like they're a fun two-dimensional. You know what I mean? Like Yoroi, like we said, is kind of an asshole. Like, he's got a little bit of depth to him. He's probably got the most depth out of all of them because he's an asshole and he's got the heart of gold thing going on, but then he's kind of like tied to everything, which makes sense. He's the main character. Kuroma, he doesn't really overcome his gun thing. He just kind of is fucked all the way through.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, check this out. So basically, we're introduced to Kuruma because his partner gets killed.
Yes, his partner gets ganked by the kick guy.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
I was watching that and I was like, this is the Drive origin. This is just Kamen Rider Drive.
Which
that's all. They're chasing some gangbangers, and this dude and this big thing comes out that's basically Chase. And he, the roid mood, and he comes out of nowhere and then fucks his partner up, and then he's in mad depression for a little while. It's literally Kamen Rider Drive.
It's not a bad take. I mean, he dresses like Shinosuke. So
he dresses like Shinosuke, but I think that's just because he's a cop.
Shinosuke can pull that suit off.
Well, when you're 9 feet tall, yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, he got killed by one kick. And, they really did imply that. So then later on in the movie, the hero gets hit by a super attack.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of the wound that it left on his body.
Talking about the 1-inch punch, the super 1-inch punch.
Look at this gaping hole in his chest.
Yeah, it's like a bruise the size of a softball in his chest. Like, I don't know how it didn't collapse his collarbone.
And
or his sternum, I should say.
Like, I was like, damn, okay, now I understand why he didn't survive that. I get it.
It's literal dent in his sternum.
So, yeah, but
this is also part of the 20 minutes where they just look for any excuse for him to take his shirt off, by the way. So
it's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if this loads, but play this clip that I'm loading. It's loading. Play this clip because this is what popped in my head.
Yeah, here's the bird. You guys can see that's how he turns into the bird. And then literally the next jump cut, this CG thing is gone.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
But that's
all you see. Yeah, they land and it's not even there.
I figure this is what you get with a Toku series movie. Like this felt like a movie for a show. So
yeah.
I like it for what it is.
Oh,
it's
this
not
is the
amazing,
Beyblades. We're going to talk about the Beyblades. We're going into Beyblades.
You got to turn up your volume.
Oh, I know what's happening, but this is the Beyblades. So this is, for context for this clip, this is the final fight with Kito and Yoroi. Kito has revealed that he is the one who's killed Yoroi's father, and is basically the entire crux of everyone's misery in this movie. And he's like, I'm a big asshole. Essentially, he literally goes, I'm a big asshole, bites an apple, and then they do this shit, which is they just Beyblade.
He eats an apple in every scene. He's eating an apple
every single scene. You know why? Because apples make you look like an asshole.
I know it is general rule number 1, but like, come on, like it's not even the same apple. It's a brand new apple.
Yeah, like literally 2 seconds away. After like they do a shot, they cut back and then do another shot, and he's eating a completely different apple. It's like you took one bite. You didn't finish your last apple, you idiot.
I never finish what I start. That's what I do. That's why I'm a bad guy.
That's why I had my daughter finish my suit. So yeah, essentially this all leads to what we were saying. Like we find out Rei kills the old guy that Yoroi had a relationship with. A prior relationship. He said, I'll beat up the bully guy. Rei kills him. Rei also tries to beat Kurama up. I'm just gonna call him Kurama at this point.
Yeah.
She beats Kurama up and then tries to lure Yoroi there because they're trying to sell these polymer suits to the highest bidder. The whole thing is like,
you're right.
They're trying
about the money.
Yeah, they're trying to sell this to the Illuminati of the world, right? So they have, like we said, they got the data from the kick guy, they got the data from Bullet Wong, the punches, and she's going to do the CQC, and that's when we get blue polymer. And then that's when she puts on the suit because they talk shit on her daddy. That's essentially why she puts on the suit. You think for a moment she's going to maybe like, they're going to talk her down from the ledge, and they're like, and she literally says something like, "Daddy's good to me. Daddy loves me." And I was like, "This is
Papa. It's Papa." And she says, "Papa."
My bad. Papa loves me.
But
Papa fucking loves me. Papa is the sweetest. And I was like, there was like a throwaway line, I feel like, where they were talking about her birthmark thing is a scar and it's his fault.
Yeah.
I was like, this is weird. This is getting weird. I don't know. I don't want to put a lot of thought into this because I'm kind of enjoying this movie, but this is fucking weird.
I'm getting used to overlooking these aspects now. Like I don't care anymore. Like you have it in there, I'm just gonna ignore it. It's just gonna static in my head until we get to the next line. Like I don't want to associate with it. I don't want it in my toku. But she bodies him, bro. She bodies him, but she ends up getting taken out in the best way possible. I don't know if it's
necessarily bodying, though, because this fight in particular, when we have Blue Polymer and Hurricane Polymer going at it, I'm just going to keep calling her Blue Polymer.
That's fine.
When they have them going at it, it literally looks like a match with someone who's really good at teching King's grabs. So she'll start doing things, and then he'll just push her off. And then she'll start doing something else, and he just pushes her off. And then she does some like weird twisty thing and like kicks him away, but like he pushed her away. I was like, this looks like a Tekken match where someone's just teching all these grabs. That's what this looks like.
That's so dope. I liked it. I
It was
liked it.
fine.
I
I'm
like
not
that
saying
he
that's a bad thing. I was like, that's just, I'm watching this and I'm like, she's going for all these cool grabs and got like 2 out of the 30 she went for.
It's because you were waiting to hear that. Rawr, rawr.
I mean, yeah. I was waiting for her to run out and like wave to no one, like King does in Tekken 7. He just like waves to no one, and it's like, oh, look at you have fans. I'm your fan.
Does he do the kid stuff anymore? Is that still a thing?
I'm sure. I'm just waiting for Battle Priest to come back. That's all.
Like, I know. So desperate.
Yeah, no, the fight's cool because she goes into like, she does a lot of the, like I said, CQC. She does like ground. She's going into arm bars and switching to like figure 4s and like all this kind of crazy bullshit. And she does a couple Frankensteiners at one point. I was like, that's kind of cool. Okay.
Yeah. And
like
spinning Frankensteiners and everything. It's fucking dope. Fucking dope.
And Yoroi starts with, I'm not going to henshin because I know what you guys are up to like 2 seconds later being like, all right, let's go.
All right, bitch. Like, okay, I was tired of holding back anyway.
Yeah.
It's like,
I will say this movie kind of made me realize I dig the hold the helmet up and just fucking pop it on. I kind of dig that, to be honest, as a henshin, like a very simple henshin, like put your helmet on, ping. Because I feel like the first did it as well.
Did that for me.
Yeah, they put it on there and then they would hook in their fucking chin, right? Like they would just ping.
It's dope.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I like that they just put it on, and like I said, the Toku command, the fucking call out of your catchphrase to activate your suit is a dumb, awesome detail.
It's just so rich.
Like, why do you say your bullshit every time? Because I have to have my suit work, man.
I like that the meta works. They did the meta jokes in this. It was very, I don't know. I like it. I like this movie. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it again, but it was fun. It was
I'd
a fun
watch this movie again. It's actually playing right now for all you guys watching live. And
I mean, actually, if you want, yeah, you're right.
It's playing there for you. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this movie a lot, and let's talk about the final fight specifically, because everything kind of crescendos, and we find out that Kito changed his face to a very familiar actor who I couldn't place, but I know I've seen this guy in a lot of things.
I couldn't name him either, but yeah.
I've seen this guy in a lot of things, particularly Toku things. I feel like I've seen him a lot, but you find out that Kito had changed his face to this other director that was on their team, and then, like I said, he foiled, he killed Yoroi's father. And so it all crescendos into this. He has like, I'm going to call him Black Polymer because that's the only other thing I can think of at this point. He's just like a silver and black suit with like bigger tusks.
Yeah.
Because Polymer has these tusks that pop out of the mask, but are really cool. They pop out even farther when he like activates his bullshit. And essentially literally hits Yoroi with every special move that he's used at this point. So he's, he beats every iteration of someone with a new special move that he's known the whole time.
Which is your favorite?
The triple dragon kick. I think that was
exactly. I think that shit is dope too.
He kicks off the wall and does this like spinning double side kick, and then gets one more rotation in there. It's really cool.
Let me see if I can find that.
It's the one he beats Bullet Wong with. It's the one you guys are seeing on the screen right now. That was my favorite because I find the actual Hurricane Fist kind of dumb, personally. Essentially, like I said, he just sticks his arms out and starts swinging back and forth. And they try to, when he's doing his shirtless kata, show you this like where the motions come from. And I was like, that's not helping your case here. He kind of just he's waving his arms like an idiot.
You could tell like he doesn't feel very comfortable with it because he's shirtless. He's trying like the best.
He's trying that, and he's also just kind of like they're like awkwardly switching directions. And he's just kind of like slapping with his fists. He's really not doing anything. And then essentially, like when he has the suit, he turns into the Beyblade. We saw the Beyblade clip, and that's when this is supposed to be the ultimate technique. His father beat Kito with this in their like random police competition that they had, and he tries to use it on him, and then Black Polymer uses it on Yoroi, and they literally turn into tops and start bouncing off each other, and Kito, with all of his apparent martial art knowledge, does not have a single unique technique to himself. So
no.
That was cool, except for blowing himself up, I guess. That ancient art of explosion. So
he was a blunt instrument the entire time. He stayed the good character.
He stayed true to himself as a blunt instrument.
Yes, and I appreciate that because he got the better of the bad guy by just hitting him harder. That's just all he did.
Literally. So you find true to form, Hurricane Polymer beats Black Polymer with a new attack. And you know what it is? It's do the spinning top thing, but then split yourself into a fucking Omni Slash and attack him from like 12 different angles.
Yeah. So
and they called it the Tengen Hurricane.
That's what it was. The hold on. I put the clip in the
Tengen Hurricane. Yep. I'll put it in there one more time. I'll play it for you guys one more time. Boop. So this is when they're doing the top thing. I'll switch it over real quick so you guys can see it. They just bounce off each other like a bunch of dinguses. And then he splits into like 19 hurricanes. And he Omni slashes the fuck out of them. And that's how they beat cool Black Polymar. And then he Mega Man explosions. Cool and he strikes the pose too, by the way.
Then he does the Predator detonation.
Yeah. And then he goes. So, yeah, the last fight was fine. It was fun. He does a lot of the Black Polymer does a lot of the same things you would expect from all of them. It's kind of a repeat of the other fights and kind of mishmash together, but he just does it like harder. That's kind of his thing. He just punches Yoroi even harder, and yeah, Yoroi unlocks the super light of justice, I guess. He just gets brighter and then catches the room on fire.
So help me clarify the end. After they beat him, after the explosion, they go back to their respective lives.
Yep.
He leaves the helmet with Kuruma?
Yeah, but they also talked about like going around the world and finding other polymer bullshit.
That's what I'm like. So okay, so he does the whole thing. He leaves the helmet with Kuruma to tell him, if you need me, it'll find a way back to me. Like, yeah, what?
Yeah, duh.
Or I'll find a way back to it.
What? The helmet will tell me that I don't have the helmet. We can communicate with the helmet. It's also like you could shoot me a text, dude. It's 2017. There's texting. Like, just shoot me a fucking text. That's all you have to do.
Why would you go anywhere without that thing?
That's what I'm saying. So, like, when he's wearing this suit, it's 4 pieces. It's the two shoes, and then he's got 2 gloves, and then the helmet, or 5 pieces, I guess technically. And like everything comes out of the helmet, which is fine. I would never take the gloves or the feet off. And then the helmet would just be like strapped to my back. Like it would be a hood. I would just fucking
grafted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what do we make? It's one of those things where it's like, Rob, we need you to take the suit off. It's like, no, Rob, the smell is unbearable. We need you to take the suit off.
Part of the engine. Part of me, part of the engine, part of me.
The light of justice is my power. The light of justice is my power. The light of justice is my power.
Rider kicking everybody.
Yeah, light of justice is my power. So he's trying to like wrestle the helmet off you.
Sedated. Light of justice. Guys, justice.
That's when you just start fucking Beyblading in the room. The light of justice is my power.
In the wind, bitches. I was trying to upload that clip with the Beyblade theme song that I attached to it. It wouldn't. I don't know if it worked or not, but I've never seen so many Beyblade clips trying to find this joke, trying to make this joke happen.
It's more than the actual Beyblade show you've ever watched, isn't it?
Is that really it, guys? Like, was that the fixation for it? Was that it?
The things came out of the top of it. That was really it. But let me tell you, as someone who like, for some bullshit, we just got a bunch of Beyblades and would like settle arguments at work at GameStop with Beyblades.
You let it rip?
Yeah, we fucking let it rip. Like, I'm sorry, who's closing tonight? Who's leaving early?
Is it legitimately RNG, or do you actually have techniques and strategies that you could do?
Listen, my technique and strategy was get the fucking thing spinning.
God.
That was my technique. Get the fucking thing spinning. You thought I was going to go into a whole thing.
At a 90 degree. Yo, I thought you were going to give me a 90-degree spin with a hard torque, and
you
then
have
at
to spin
the end you kind of
normally I'm right-handed, but if you hold it with your right, it actually spins counterclockwise, and then actually gives you advantage around the bowl.
Yeah, clench your sphincter muscles, twitch your eyeballs twice.
If you use the certain weight, if you use the power 37C, it actually makes it spin a little faster. So when it comes down the bowl, it'll actually bounce them up and slow them down a little bit. And then you take the center.
What about the wind?
They're gonna waste more energy going around the bowl, coming back to you.
Makes sense. No, that makes sense.
But because that 37CBQ42 is hut hike and is sitting there in the center, and it's a little heavier, you're not gonna waste as much energy hanging out at the bottom. You guys may bounce around a little bit, but they're going to go all the way around. So it's kind of like
at the end
it's kind of like when you take the inside of the ring and then you force them to go around the outside. They're wasting more energy. So you're heavier. You're staying put. Yeah.
Right.
And then if you use the specific fuck you dragon blade on top of it, you just have reverse spines. So that's actually going to slow them down even more. So you really have to. It goes into you have to tuck your hand under your leg and let it rip while you fart.
Oh,
because that gives it the extra spin, and that's when the dragon comes out.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
That's when the fucking thing comes out. Yeah.
Is that when the dragon comes out?
That's when the anime fucking happens. That's when the anime happens.
Because there's a lot of bullshit. I thought Zatch Bell had some wackadoo fucking bullshit anime Pokemon knockoff shit, but this Beyblade nonsense, bro. Where does a dragon pop out from a top? Where?
The center, the picture into a little in the center.
Thing. No, I know, but how do they get it in there? How do they do that? Like, is there a magic thing, or is it technology?
You just kind of insert it in there, and then when you tension polymer,
No, I need to know. Is it magic or technology?
No, is it magic? See, when you tension polymer, you tension Beyblade. They're one and the same. God. So once you tension polymer, you have your
we're not doing this again.
And then you put it at a 45-degree angle with your arm under your leg, and you let a big rip fart go, and then you have the 37B42 Hud Hike blade on there and your reverse teeth. As long as you have your polymer helmet and you say the light of justice is my power, your dragon comes out. That's when the anime happens, man. It fucking comes out. It just fucking comes out.
And then does he blow up like the Mega Man?
No, he doesn't blow up like the Mega Man because it's the dragon. The fucking dragon doesn't explode. It always wins because it has the reverse teeth and the 37C Hud Hike. Fucking.
Now you're talking about a dragon in the middle of a circle, but if you're talking about a dragon in the middle of a circle,
we don't do squares in this house. That's against regulations.
If you're summoning a dragon in a circle, it's only a matter of time before Yusei shows up and he starts doing his fucking little motorbike thing in the circle. You know how he likes the circles.
Listen. The light of power is my justice. Whatever the fuck he says. Polymer tension polymer.
Tension? Is it tension or henshin?
Tension. Like when the Die Rangers say tension da.
I like that.
Yeah. Tension. Or Chohenshin. That's a good one too. Yeah, no, Beyblade's fucking cool and it settles arguments real easy because it is completely our fucking RNG. But there's tournaments you can watch. There's tournaments you can fucking watch. Legit competitive tournaments for Beyblade.
IRL?
Oh yeah. No, this is 100% real. Go to YouTube right now and type in because this has to do with fucking polymer because they Beyblade battle. Go to YouTube right now and type in Beyblade World Championships.
You are shitting me.
You are going to watch 12-year-olds cry like no tomorrow.
Oh, thank God it's 12-year-olds. I was about to say
there's definitely people our age there as well.
2000. Oh my God. Oh, this is serious.
There's commentators.
There's a 12-year-old going against a 45-year-old man. Why is this happening?
There's fucking commentators. I hope that 45-year-old just punches the kid in the mouth.
Come here, you little shit. I saw what you did. Stop blowing on my Beyblade.
Stop blowing on my Beyblade. You took out my 37C42A Hud Hike. Wait.
Did you just lube up your tip? You just lubed your tip, you shit.
I wanted the blue dome, okay? I didn't want the green one. The green one has more traction.
The 45-year-old beat the 12-year-old.
It also depends on which launcher you have. There's like a specific launcher that apparently is way better than any of the other ones, and if you don't have that launcher, you're the laughing stock of the competitive scene.
Dude, are you kidding me? Like, you have to have your specific thing.
I've been an asshole the whole time. That is 10,000% serious.
You can have a popper fucking launcher and be fucking shit on.
Yeah. You can have the fucking average Joe boy one that comes with the fucking Beyblades, and they'll be like, that's trash. God. What are you doing? Get the fuck out of our circle.
Oh my God.
Some 12-year-old kick you in the nuts and like run away.
Dude,
Beyblade is way more intense than I ever bargained for.
I'm seeing people hoard around.
This literally started because we put them on like super clearance in the store, and we were like, it'd be fun to just like let it rip and like set arguments. And then I was like, this is a fucking dark hole.
That became a thing.
I don't know if I'm ready for this, man.
So they have like custom domes too, like
so you can
battlefields.
There's like they have custom ones of those too. But there's like 4 or 5 parts in these Beyblades that kind of all like latch together, and you can swap those parts out however you want.
I'm seeing that.
Like that's the whole thing. That's the whole like Pokemon aspect to it. That's why there's a million of them and a million different types. Because you can swap all those pieces out.
So the launcher's just a launcher. I mean, as bougie as they get, they're just a launcher.
Apparently, that one that looks like a fucking sword is the best one ever. I don't know. There's one that looks like a fucking sword, and they're like, "This is the one you want. This is the fucking launcher." I was like, "Okay, I don't know, man."
So the tops, so the weapons that you can attach to these things, is that like regulation? Like, are there certain shit you can't use, or are they all like?
Well, I know the old ones
broken?
had like metal inside of them. They were like metal fucking discs, and they're heavy as shit. Like, there's no way the modern ones would ever win against those things because they would touch them and just like shatter into 1,000 pieces. Because like they were metal.
There's like this weird mat that has like 3 circles and they're hopping in between them.
I don't fucking know, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I'm going to close this door. This is a deep, dark closet I don't want to go into. I'm just going to close that. Good on you, mates. I'll see you guys on the other side.
Oh, okay. So apparently the 2012 Japan beat USA. Sorry, guys.
Damn. Not again. Yeah. What about 2017? Tell me Takeshi Yoroi competes in 2017 and he just fucking jumps into the Battle Dome.
17 Takeshi Yoroi. Oh my god, is that the first dude with the headband? Is that Takeshi Yoroi?
No, it's the main character in fucking Hurricane Polymer.
Oh my god, wait, I'm over here thinking you're talking about an actual dude. See, I'm over Polymer. I'm like absorbed in this. I'm like, wait, is there an actual competitor named Takeshi Yoroi?
No, it's the main fucking character in the movie we were just talking about.
Bro, no, you have me enthralled in this. Like,
I just want him to like tension Polymer and just fucking like punch a child 100 times by Beyblading.
Dude, I actually kind of like these symbols that they have on top of them. What the fuck is that?
Those are all the creatures and shit.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, they have like actual faceplates. I have mine in my car in case anyone wants to fucking ever battle in the streets.
In case you ever need to throw down, you know what I'm saying? When it gets serious. If
Cop pulls me over and I'm like, you want to fucking rip it? I'll rip it. If I win, you don't give me that fucking ticket. How about that? I have 2 in my car, by the way. We can settle these fucking arguments.
Do it like men. We'll do it like men.
We'll do it like fucking men. Battle tops. Let's go.
I love the concept, man. I think one of the weirdest memes I saw was Terry Bogard and Geese Howard having a card battle. I believe it. Wait a minute. That really triggers on a lot of levels there.
There's a lot of things happening in that picture. There's levels to this.
I guess. But now I understand. Now I have a level of appreciation for this fucking
wild
sport.
Man. It's fucking wild.
I never got into this. This wasn't my thing.
No, this was a little bit after me when I kind of fell out of these like collect them all kind of things. This was like right at the end of me. I was just getting too old for this kind of thing. You know, not that I don't at 32, not that I don't fucking collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but you know, it was like that time when I was being a teenager, I was like, I'm too cool for this kind of thing. And that was like right around that time. So I never really got into Beyblade, and like I couldn't tell you what the fuck Bakugan is, to be honest with you. I just know it's balls that like little creatures, they pop out of them or some shit.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. Like they turn into the little dragon things too, right?
They turn into little creatures. Like you throw these balls and they turn into the creature. Like the like little transformer like pop open. Like they just fold up into the ball and they'll pop open.
Yeah. No,
I don't know what that is.
Wow. This one splits into like, all right, I need to get out of here. Pull out.
Abort.
It's legit. It's legit. I don't know if you do, but in my board, I have a palette cleanse tab where if I'm ever just like gone, I'll click it. It's literally just a bunch of henshins. It just brings up a compilation of henshins.
Because when I go into a fucking YouTube hole, I'm going into the fucking YouTube hole.
I can't. I have that abort button there because it gets like, I think it was like 2 nights ago, and this is where I get one of the things that I was going to bring up later in the news. I was going down this rabbit hole because I was like, damn, my shelf looks kind of empty. But, you know, me being a responsible, wannabe homeowner, I'm spending all my money where I need to. So I bought 2 more things. So when
I bought 2 more shelves.
So when those things come, I'm going to fill them up with a bunch of other shit. I don't really have stuff because I want to transition stuff over.
Yeah.
But then I started looking at Lightning collections and CSM stuff. And Premium Bandai and Premium Bandai and Premium Bandai.
Our favorite Premium Bandai.
So I was looking at the Lightning Collection Megazord that came out a little bit ago.
The Zap Megazord, that one?
Oh, I want it so bad.
Pretty cool. There's a really cool, I believe they're Furai models that are super exaggerated versions of the Megazord. Like they did the Jew Ranger one, you know, the Mighty Morphin Megazord. I think it's either Hot Flames or Furai. I don't know. Just type in like Megazord statue model, whatever Megazord model. You'll definitely see it. It's very exaggerated and ridiculous, and like the pterodactyl has like teeth on its fucking chest.
Oh yeah, no, I see it. Oh, that's nice.
It's cool. It's also like $500, but it's really cool.
Looks like it should be that, but I mean, why? Is it metal? It's not metal.
I have no idea, but it does come apart and you can combine it, so it's cool. It's very much more like exaggerated anime kind of thing, kind of like how they did like look at SSS Gridman versus like OG Gridman. It's that kind of thing where they kind of like spice it up and make it all anime-y. That kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's like that stuff I was looking at in play sets, and then I was looking at the, you know, like, do they have like, I can't even think, it's a play set, right, where it's like pre-staged, or all you do is put them together and shit?
Oh, probably. I have no idea. You're asking the
I was looking for, yeah, exactly. I don't know how to search for this kind of stuff, because that's why I was hoping our friends could help us. I don't know how to look for like sets that I could just display. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to play with it. It's just like how a lot of kids, well, those are all the build ones where they posture them and then fucking super glue them into place.
That's why I personally have always preferred statues. Because they're pre-posed, they're ready to rock. The only posing I've really done has been with the SIC figure, which they're fucking radical. The Wizard SIC figure I have back here, the Flame Dragon, and my Gundam models. Those are really the only posing things I've done. And really with my Gundam models at this point, it's kind of like my only goal with them is to like pose them in like iconic scenes if I get 2 of them, like the Iron Blooded ones I have the Barbados, and then it's the Gushin Rebake. I'm gonna pose them as their like final mission pose, because Gushin's kind of like here, they kind of do this like, let's fucking do this, brother.
It's like I was looking at the shelves, and I wanted to get more because I would like to take each section and put like a terrain in there and do like a thing like I was looking at the GM models, and I was looking at two of our traditional GMs against maybe a 2 Zaku's and put it on like a hill on a rock. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do that shit because, fuck, I'm feeling inspired.
No, that'd be cool. Like, I kind of always want to do that with my Warhammer stuff. Like, the whole point of those is war games. That's literally the point of them. And like, I'm kind of at a point where I'm probably not going to properly learn the game until I finish an army, which is going to take another 10 years at this rate. So, it'd be cool to have. Furious? What's that?
Are you Alfurious too?
Yeah, I am Alfurious. Also,
I am Alfurious.
All is fucking
I am Alfurious. Yeah. Those guys fucking scare me.
That was one of the holes. That's what I'm talking about. Like, if I'm going into a fucking hole, I'm going into a fucking hole. So
yeah, no, I know.
So if you guys don't know, I am a huge fan of Warhammer as well. I do the model kits for those. I just don't really do them on stream because they're a whole thing to set up and like redo. I'm working on it, but I'm a huge fan of Warhammer, specifically the lore. I love the lore. And I went to a lore dive the other week, and I was like, I'm not going to this fucking hole alone. And I sent Rob a couple of these videos. And,
I went to, holy shit, man. I love
gladly. If you guys don't know, you should know by now. I love fucking lore. I think that shit is cool. So Warhammer has 30 fucking years of it. There's a lot there. There's a lot there.
And I think it was, I don't want to go too far, but basically we were just saying like each level of depravity, so to speak, is stuck in a realm where it's like, yeah, but it could get worse.
Yeah. No, the humans are assholes and they're the bad guys. but they'll kill you kind of nice compared to everyone else.
It's what did I say? It's a realm of how you want to die and how fast.
Yeah. Like, so for example, and this is where I'll leave this on just because this drives the point home. Humans will shoot you in the head with a gun, right? Done. The Drukhari, which are evil space elves, essentially, in the most basic, simplest form, need to feed your soul to a demon god, so they'll torture you and rape you for 20 years, turn you into furniture trophies, and then, I don't know, they'll maybe kill you at some point, who knows. But then you're essentially a mindless slave at that point because they've tortured you so badly. If not, they'll also hit you with like a heat whip that just melts you from the inside out. You know, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
And you're alive most of the time. It's all cool.
Very wholesome folks, man. These guys are just great people. And that was just like the humans. I didn't even get to the aliens yet. Like,
the Xenos are kind of crazy. It's weird that when like the good guys are the only ones who haven't really figured out like fast space travel, that's why they're still the good guys. so yeah. Warhammer 40K. Hell yeah. Let's go. Fucking love Warhammer.
YouTube is a dangerous realm, bro. That's where all this shit. But then again, all right. So I'm gonna tie that into our hero spotlight because it's perfect. Because YouTube is the reason why I even found Hurricane Polymer to even talk about. Because as usual, I'm trolling and I look for reviews so that I know that at least we're not jumping into dog shit every time.
Yeah.
So I found this guy. And I'll pull his thing on the Discord. The YouTube channel is called Egaman Ray.
Egaman Ray. Okay.
Yeah, Egaman Ray. And he
I
did the
find
review for.
Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
No, I dropped my stuff. There we go. So I did find him by looking up, where I could find this shit because. One, it was so obscure that I was like, "Oh wow, is that the?"
That's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Then what did I find? Because that's way better.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's the thing I was talking about. But anyway, continue.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt our hero spotlight, please. I'm sorry.
Sorry. So let me just I'll pay credence.
Reset. Egaman Ray.
Reset. Egaman Ray I found because I look for stuff that, has at least quality. And his stuff, he does a couple reviews on a bunch of Toku stuff, older movies. He actually did the Gotcha Man, which I think we should do next. But his delivery, he knows more about the production and about the people behind the movie on top of giving a pretty good review. So in terms of if I would recommend him, absolutely. I think he's very informative, and I think he's somebody I'm going to use a lot now that I know he's a thing. Because without him, the first time I watched this movie was without subs, so I got a lot through context.
Yep.
And then I ended up watching it again with subs. No, but at the same time, his fill-in was exactly what I missed. So it was like, oh, okay, so it's exactly what he said. So yeah, I'm going to shout him out. He goes by the Asian Filmist on the Egaman Ray YouTube channel. That's all I don't know the guy, so I'm just shouting him out.
Yep. Yeah. Looks like he's in Japan. It's Egaman Ray. I'll pull up the page right here. And yeah, Japanese movie discussions. It looks like he talks about all kinds of stuff, Pokemon, anime, and Toku as well. So that is pretty cool. And yeah, like you said, you were checking that out. And you also watched his one on the Gotcha Man movie, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's why I think we should check it out.
Yeah. No, that movie's great. I've seen that movie before. It's quite fantastic. Yeah, I've seen the movie. Yeah, it's cool.
It'll be new for me.
As a fan of Battle of the Planets, it is very cool.
Is it like this, where it's a different take on the tradition?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Listen, at this point, that's all I expect anymore.
So it adheres really closely to it. But at the same time, it's its own thing. So Joe the Condor's there. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's all that fucking matters. Joe Condor. But yeah, Egaman Ray, you are our hero spotlight for the week. Thank you, dude. You are cool, and I'm gonna check out some of these videos. So, like you said, he has some like interviews and things like that, and checks out a whole bunch of Japanese media, which is really cool. So I will definitely check that out.
I'm always trolling on YouTube, dude. This is ridiculous how much
I
stuff
just listen to YouTube or music on YouTube at this point. Like I just have a playlist of music videos going.
Like I don't know if you guys know, but I'm bombarding call with all the random shit that I find, especially like between fucking Insta and YouTube and all that shit. I'm constantly sending it to him, and then sometimes I'll forget that I sent him something, and like I've sent it again. Like it's just, it gets that bad where I'm like trolling and trolling and trolling. I'm like, yep, that's good. That's good. This could be dope.
And because I can usually not check my phone most hours of the day because I'm at work, I'll wait. I'll get back to like 19 messages. Maybe one or two are the same, and I appreciate them. They're all fucking cool. I just like, good lord, I'm not addressing all of these individually.
No, I already know. It's just I put them out there so that I know that it's at least where it needs to be. Like,
I'll
it's
see
in our
it.
chat.
I may not comment, but I'll see
our
it.
Chat. I'll check our chat at some point and remember like the 95, because I feel like our hero spotlights, we focus on one, but we like throughout the week we'll have like 7 different ones that I'll be like, yeah, that guy's pretty good. Yeah. This one's pretty dope. We should shout that one out. Yep. But it's like, I don't think that I'm always looking at your stuff, guys. Like any especially your guys' content. I'm checking your stuff out too. Always watching. But I'm just saying, I'm just watching your stuff because you guys inspire me to keep doing this. Like, you know what I mean? It's a push. It's a kick in the ass, especially to do it better.
Yeah.
So like I wanted to spot him out because it's the review style that we are trying to do. The more backstory informative along with the stuff with the movie itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, just check out his stuff.
Yeah, that's Egaman Ray, just so you guys know. Let's see. News topics. So a couple news things happened. So last time, what was the last time we convened? I think that was when JDF passed away. So you guys know about that. But since then, we've had a plethora of new things. 2 big announcements, I would say. Kamen Rider Ryuki is now available for pre-order on Blu-ray from Tokusatsu. And
hell yeah,
that is my number 1 suggested original fucking first. Go watch this Kamen Rider. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one.
I have to get that. That's just
not negotiable. I mean, I have all the other ones at this point. I got 01 and Kuga, so I might as well just keep going. But
yeah,
this one in particular is very special place in my heart. I told you guys that this is my first Kamen Rider, and I thought it was an amazing entry to it, so I usually suggest it. I mean, it's 2003, so some of the effects get a little crazy, but this show's still great. So
Survivor. just
Final Vento.
If you're not hooked when you hear Survive, you're done, man. Just don't watch it. I can't. Damn, what was it? 2012? Had to be 2012.
Yeah. Right for Guy. Yep.
Wow. Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Dude, 10 years. 10. God damn.
I
can't.
It's weird to think that like I got into Kamen Rider. I was a sophomore in high school in 2007. Yeah. 32 fucking years old. It's wild.
So I'll be 84 next week. Yep. So everybody
32 for this lifetime, I should say, you know. I burned out another soul this week, so I'll make sure I collect more. You know, I'll do my Oni suck.
You have the Oni Army Orb?
Yeah.
Can we use the Oni Army Orb?
No, we're not going to use the fucking Oni Army Orb. Stop asking, Samanosuke.
Why would you not use that? That's like your ultimate trump card.
I feel like I don't remember exactly what happened, but I feel like they walked. I mean, he died. That's what happened. But that Samanosuke fucking died. But I feel like he walked through the door and it like deactivated or some bullshit. Like
it's gotta be because it was just like, dude, I would have just sent the army to his face. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, what are we doing here? No, we're not gonna fight this. So
Nobunaga here are my Pokemons.
The other announcement that they did with the Ryuki Blu-rays is Deca Ranger is coming to DVD. And this is a hot debate because the mock-up they do for Deca Ranger is SPD images.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
really?
So the image that they use is actually from the DVDs from SPD. And it's the same picture and everything that they use. They just kind of like moved some people closer to each other. And the stills across the bottom, one of them is the Battleizer from SPD that is SPD exclusive. It's not in Deca Ranger. The Cyber Dog Battleizer is not in Deca Ranger.
How did this happen?
It's a mock-up. It could change. It may not be final. I thought that was kind of funny.
It fucking has to.
It's a pre-order. It's not coming out till like February. They got time. I thought that was kind of funny.
Dudes were just like, yeah, all right, Google that and Google, that? Yeah, okay,
so,
yeah.
Shout, I love you guys. A little bit of boo-boo, but you guys are still great.
I love you, but come on.
We're gonna see that was funny.
You know what? Maybe they did it on purpose because they know it would be like, nah.
It would create buzz. That's for sure. It's marketing.
I'm onto you. I get it. Smart move. Yeah. Appreciate you.
Marketing team shout is genius.
Funny though.
Next thing, speaking of Kabuto, they have announced a version 1.5 for the Kabuto CSM. So they are reissuing the Kabuto CSM, and it's coming out in May. I don't know what the update is. I think it has some new sounds. I think that's really what the main update is. So 1.5, okay. I mean, that's cool. If they do a Gattack, I'll probably try and grab it, honestly, because I've never had a Gattack CSM or driver for that part. This may be my time. If they do a 1.5 Gattack, we'll see. I'm not getting Hyper, though. I refuse to get Hyper Zector.
You don't like Hyper Zector?
I hate Hyper Gattack. The helmet's fine. It's the chest piece. It's dumb. It's so bulky. If it opened up, I would like it more. It doesn't open. It just changes yellow.
Is it formula bad?
No, it's like one step below formula. It's like Super Saiyan 1 to Formula Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's not great. Not great. The helmet's pretty cool though. It's got the Roman soldier fucking cheek guards going on and the big dumb horns. It's not bad.
Drop it in
not my favorite hyper form, not my favorite final form for a secondary, but it's not bad. It's also from a Hyper Battle DVD, so it's really not hard canon.
It's not canon at all, I guess, because now he's Kabuto.
Yeah. Wait, is it Kabuto?
I don't know. He just used it once, so I'm just gonna go with it. Because he was always the main character. Anyway.
He was always the main character. So, other than that, they did announce also a Don Brothers Hurricaneger special on top of the Hurricaneger, was it 20th or 10th anniversary movie? So that's pretty neat. And last but not least, the Ryuki actors are returning for the Geats and Revice movie. So if you guys want to know, yeah, they have Shinji, Ren, and Oja coming back for the Geats and Revice movie. Yeah, all three of them. So I know Oja was in the web series that they were doing, the Outcasts.
Yeah, Oja's been used up a little bit too much, but yeah,
they're all looking kind of rough. But that's also 20 years ago now. So
I think
how scary is that? Ryuki is 20 years old.
Stop it.
2023, it'll be 20 years old. That's wild.
We just processed this, man. We just processed that in 10 years.
So they released this image. I'll pull it up on the screen for everyone to watch at home. I will put it in the Discord for everyone else who may or may not be watching. Boop. So that is the image of our friends. And
guys,
here's some things to point out that are a little interesting. Shinji has the Ryuga belt. That's not the Ryuki belt. Or deck, I should say. The Ryuga deck. And then the other two are holding them upside down. So, I'm going to assume these are the three of them possessed by demons. If it's a Revice thing. I think demons are there, and then you have the upside downy kind of thing going on with Oja and Ren. And for whatever reason, Shinji's is just, Ryuga instead of a demon. So,
we'll
have to wait and see.
It can't be worse than Battle Familia.
The whatever Igarashi combined form.
Not the form, the whole movie.
Yeah, no, I don't know anything about it. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm okay with no more Revice by itself. So I'll watch this because Geats is in there. I'm done with Revice. I'm good.
You're done with Revice completely.
I'm done with Revice. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably look at something for the show, but I'm done with Revice. I'm good.
Fair.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I'm good. I don't care. I'll see the stills. I'm not going out of my way to watch things. So, is what it is. I'll watch this though. Like these champions of fucking Kamen Rider coming back with Geats. I'm down for that. I want to see fucking Ren and Buffa go at it a little bit. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or the Purple Riders get Oja and Buffa going at it.
This has to be the last time they use Oja though, because
the
man
rough.
is not looking. He's not looking well.
He's on strings.
He's like the double costume right now.
Yeah, he is. Looking look a little rough there, champ. But that's really the major announcements from what I can see. There's a couple other things just not really worth mentioning, honestly. A couple other things. I'm sure there's some toys that got announced at some point or another, but you can just go to Bandai for those.
Listen, it's been I can't budget it. I can't budget it. Premium Bandai, you guys are I love you. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So let's get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys are interested in anything I've got going on, I have 2 more videos uploading tomorrow. You can check out my channel 6 Echoes on YouTube. Excuse me. Always uploading freaky, creepy stuff there. Send me all your stuff. I'll pull up an episode here. My latest one is my longest video, actually. I still suck at editing, so if anybody knows,
here is Rob's channel. You guys can check it out. It's creepypasta stuff. The Father.
But yeah, this one was fun. So check out my stuff. Let me know what you think about it. Other than that, you can catch me here with Carl, and yeah, see you then.
Yeah. If you guys want to hang out with me, you can check me out here at twitch.tv /Kaiju Carl. Yeah, twitch.tv/Kaiju Carl. I've only done it 100 fucking times at this point. Oh, good Lord, I'm tired. You can find me here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Wow, I stream a lot. It's a lot of chances to hang out with me. I heard that's pretty okay. I don't know. I hate it. So,
the more the better. Carl.
But,
we love you.
We're starting the usual rotations again. We're finishing up Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. We are adding God Hand to the rotation officially because I had a lot of fucking fun with that game the other day.
That game was so much fun.
It was so cool, and I was just smiling ear to ear for like 2 hours. It was so much fun. Okay. So I don't play a lot of games that we start on stream, off stream, because I don't want to miss things, stuff like that. I went. Because we were between levels, I spent about 2 hours at the casino the other day just playing the casino games.
The penny slot got you, didn't it?
The penny slots and blackjack. I was like, damn. So twice I lost all my money, so I just restarted the save. That was that. And then so I went back in. I went straight to blackjack, to the high roller table. I bet 500. I was back up to 4 times. I got I got up to like 40K, and I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Yeah. Okay. And then I blew it all because I couldn't stop.
Well, you use gold to buy techniques, right?
Use gold to buy techniques and power-ups, yeah.
You're a fool.
It was one of those, like, every time I was getting cocky with the blackjack, because I kind of had, like, I had the vibe for it. Like, I could feel when they were going to do it. And then, also video poker on there, the one that we were doing on stream, the video poker. I was getting the high-lows, like... bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Every time I would get it right. And then I hit a streak of like 10 wrong in a row. And I was like, where'd my money go? Where'd my money go?
With the RNG that you think you cracked.
This is why I don't go real gambling.
Those RNG numbers are always against you.
Yeah. No. So you guys should know that the RNG gods kicked me out of the tree of love, and I hit every branch on the way down. And I just kind of like have been laying broken and limp on the ground since.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the RNG gods do not like me. Me and RNG do not get along. It has never been good in any video game I've played. Monster Hunter is a fucking terrible chore. I hate it. But we're going to get back to God Hand. You guys are going to watch me probably lose some more money at the casino. But we're going to beat up some demons and make our own combos. So that's pretty cool. And then we're going to play some fighting games. I don't know what we're going to play because a lot of fighting game stuff got announced. And
DNF.
Yeah, I should play some more DNF. We kind of nixed that for God Hand last week. So worth it, honestly. Worth it.
Yeah. You had to taste it. You had to.
Yeah, no, we had to get in there. We planned on doing it for a while. It's just I couldn't get the my totally legit PS2 disc working, and I had a new copy shipped, and it worked just fine.
See, that's how it works.
That's how it is. The disc was a little scratched, I guess, and that's how it worked.
Legal. That's how we do things. Okay, we'll see you guys.
I downloaded the fucking. I emulate that shit. I don't care. Come get me, coppers. What's up? We can fucking let it rip.
Yeah. I play enough emulated GTA to know how to run.
Yeah, we can fucking... It took a second, didn't it? Oh my god.
See you guys.
Bye.